All right, welcome back. It's game time, a packed day of news, but we always find the time for a little gamage tonight, putting the pressure on the panel with the countdown. I'll queue up some events, and the panel will have 90 seconds total to make their cases. It's like a mini SCOTUS. So joining me tonight, Dave Martin, NTD senior sports reporter and election data analyst, Joshua Phillip, host of the Josh Phillip Show and Crossroads, and Chris Bobb, NTD's political correspondent. So first off, a record-breaking heat wave across Europe has claimed more than 1,300 lives. And Europe's widespread lack of air conditioning is making headlines here in the U.S. So in response to the criticism, Paris's deputy mayor posted on social media, quote, "Dear American journalists and social media influencers, for days, some of you have been criticizing and making fun of Paris because the city does not have AC in every room. Oh my OMG, this is so rich." She then blamed the heat wave on U.S. greenhouse gas emissions, adding your cities, which are 90% air conditioned, are not unrelated to this. So please, enough of the lecture, just start doing your part. Meanwhile, videos showing people in China installing air conditioners for pigs and dogs this summer are going viral online. China remains the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases. Chris, I want to start with you. What's your take on this? Clock starts now.
Yeah, burn. I mean, literally, just stop there. That's my burn to them. I mean, okay, you're going to blame us for your gas problem. I mean, listen, you got issues. If only 25% of places there, they don't have AC in a hospital, have air conditioning, you have serious problems. I read the full post originally in French, and then I swiped very quickly when I saw it because I have no interest. If they want to lecture us, they should make some changes. It's their problem. It's not our problem.
All right, Josh.
Well, I was actually surprised to find that actually lack of air conditioning in Europe kills more people than guns in America. Go figure. I think Europe is still not recovered from the fall of the Roman Empire. Even the Romans had some degree of air conditioning type, primitive technology. Europeans have yet to recover from this. But I also believe that, it's kind of nonsense too, the fact they're trying to blame, greenhouse gases. The narrative's dead on that. And I think it's nonsense, frankly.
The same article said in 2003 there were 15,000 deaths blamed on the heat wave then. I mean, did they think we were going to stop using air conditioners after that or something like that? They've known this for like 20 years. Nothing's changing. The 2024 Olympics, they were not happy with the Team USA because they were going to have the green games, no air conditioning for the players' dorms. Team USA brought their own air conditioners to the event. I don't think they were happy about that, but yeah, that's how it is.
Grow
I mean,
up.
gotta stay cool to play the best you can.
I actually feel added satisfaction when I turn my AC on now. Yeah.
There's a lot of those posts as well. All right, so we can't celebrate America's 250th birthday without some fun facts about our country. So a recent CBS News poll asked Americans what they consider the nation's greatest inventions are. So the top answer was democracy and freedom. Coming in second was the light bulb, followed by the internet, the automobile, and the telephone. So what do you make of those answers? There's a little graph on screen. Josh, I want to start with you. Clock starts now.
Well, obviously, our greatest invention is freedom. Americans invented freedom, as we all know. Just joking. I don't know. I mean, there's so many to choose from. The internet, electricity. Americans, we just can't help ourselves. We just invented basically the entire modern world, and we're living in it. And air conditioning. I think air conditioning should be on there. Did we invent that? Yeah, maybe close enough.
Throw it on there.
They're going to put it on us anyway, I'm sure.
All right, Dave.
Well, I think it's sad that you have to say that you have to invent freedom. I mean, technically, isn't everyone born with freedom? It just matters
Apparently
where
not.
you're born,
we were
right?
the ones who said it. That's what matters.
Who has the patent on this,
Did we patent freedom?
Whoever that is going to be rich by now, I would think, right? Yeah, I can't believe that you actually have to invent something like that. I don't think that's how things should be, but that's how things are. But yeah, freedom, I'm going to take freedom just ahead of the light bulb.
All right, Chris.
Well, looking at those plates before you, Tiffany.
We're not there yet.
I mean, I'll tell you what we
Talk
invented.
about inventions.
I know, I'm going to give you an invention right now. I'm looking at these plates. I'm telling you the GLP-1 is the invention of the century. And that basically righted every one of our wrongs of the past. We invented the supersize, we invented the big gulp, and now we've invented the cure. I give you the poison and the cure. It's biblical. I'm looking at these and I'll tell you, we can turn on
sit
the
on the
AC,
couch, crank it up,
plug
turn on
ourselves
the
in,
TV,
and
yeah.
boom,
I
we're
love
skinny
it.
again.
Okay. Well, as you mentioned, there's food on the table. So next was, what do Americans think is the food that best represents the country? So no surprise here, hamburgers took the top spot with 33%. Barbecue came in second at 25%, followed by apple pie in third. Hot dogs and pizza rounded out the top 5. Chris, let's start with you. Do you agree?
All those, I don't even think any of those were invented in America.
No, this isn't about inventions anymore. It's the
I
food
know.
that represents
It doesn't. I don't think that
America.
represents. You know what I think represents America? The McDonald's fry. The McDonald's fry.
Are
We
those
are
McDonald's?
perpetual.
These are Shake Shack fries.
Okay,
Thank
we don't
you
need to
very
do
much.
docs where we got
Would
the
you like
food.
a fry?
You know, I'm gonna hold off for right now.
That tells you everything you need to know. But this is why I make that argument, because basically you can keep these things here forever, and they'll stay exactly as beautiful as they were when they were, purchased. And that tells you a lot about our health and our maha and everything like that, but it also tells you something that we're built to last.
All right, Josh.
The hamburger, actually the bacon cheeseburger, I would argue, is the single greatest American invention. It's the entire food pyramid crushed down into like a handheld device. No other country can compete with this. Most people can't even eat it because bacon and, of course, lactose, of course.
Right.
I think that is pure American pride, bacon cheeseburger.
All right, Dave, I know you love green juices, so your thoughts on this list.
All right, yeah, I'm very disappointed with this list. Where's the green juice on this list here? It's probably
What
like
was American, apple pie?
0.01%. I'm like the only one, I think. But I mean, isn't the hamburger, isn't that from like Hamburg, Germany or something like that?
No.
Like
No,
pizza,
they
isn't
don't
that from
count. They don't
Italy?
count.
I think we definitely invented fast food. We definitely invented how to make food more unhealthy, it seems like. But yeah, I would probably say barbecue is definitely something that we can go with Americans.
Beautiful, look at that. All right, let's go into sports mode. I'm surprised baseball wasn't on one of the earlier lists. Anywho, LeBron James will return for his 24th NBA season, but he will no longer play for the Los Angeles Lakers. ESPN first reported the news here. So earlier today, Lakers governor thanked the NBA star on X, calling LeBron James one of the greatest athletes in history. She added, quote, "We wish him all the best in the future, both on the court and off. He will always be a cherished part of the Lakers family." Now, James responded on X saying it was truly an honor to wear the Lakers uniform and adding, "I hope I made a few proud during my stint." Meanwhile, the NBA's free agency negotiating window opens at 6 p.m. Eastern today. Now, sources say the Golden State Warriors are among the teams interested in signing LeBron. So, Dave, you're our sports guy. Let's start with you. Clock starts now.
Well, first of all, I think that the Lakers, they definitely had the opportunity to re-sign LeBron. I mean, certainly it takes two to agree to a contract. But personally, I think the Lakers would have taken him back, but at a much discounted salary. He made $52 million this past season. Now, that's not the top salary in the NBA, but it's definitely up there. And he's still a good player, but he is 41 years old. His season this past year is definitely the best ever for a 40-year-old. I mean, he was 7th in the league in assists, 26th in scoring. He's not the same defensively, though. It's pretty much impossible unless you're like 1% body fat or something by age 41. Which
So not eating this.
So not eating. He can definitely not eat American food. That's for sure. He should eat green juice. But he definitely attracts a crowd. Fans still come to see him. But this is Luka Doncic's team. The Lakers fleeced the Mavericks for him about a year and a half ago. He's much younger. He's 26. He's a top 5 player in the league. They need that $52 million to build around him. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see where LeBron goes. This is not going to be a decision 2010 when he was 26 years old or 25 years old. I think half the owners in the league probably would have gave him a piece of their piece of the franchise, ownership of the franchise, had it been legal. I mean, he was that good. You could take him and like a few like below average players, and you could at least win your division, if not win the conference. He was that good then. But in any case, yeah, he could go to, is something so funny or something?
We got
3 seconds.
All right, go ahead. You can have 1 second there.
You guys do not get any seconds. We're going to move on. So, a touching moment unfolded during yesterday's World Cup match between Japan and Brazil. So, after Japan was eliminated following its loss to Brazil, showed that Japanese midfielder Ayo Tanaka breaking down in tears on the field. Now, Brazilian striker Matheus Cunha walked over and comforted him. Now, the moment was captured in a close-up on television. You can see it there. and many viewers were moved by the display of sportsmanship. So meanwhile, Mexico's newspaper Record captured another emotional scene, a Brazilian fan comforting a Japanese supporter who had also broken down in tears. And the Japanese fan was then embraced and cheered on by Brazilian fans surrounding him. You know, sports in general have a unique way of bringing people together. Dave, we'll start with you. Keep it short this time. Clock starts now.
All right, well, Tanaka is the poor guy who had the turnover that led to that goal with like 2 minutes left in the game, and so they lost 2-1. They led a majority of the first half, and they were tied for most of the second half. They were so close to getting this to overtime. It would have been a nice upset, certainly for Japan to win. But people take these games very seriously, obviously. You know, 1994, the World Cup, the U.S. beat Colombia on an own goal, which is Colombia scored accidentally for the U.S. U.S. won. A week later, that guy was killed in Colombia. Yeah. So it's taken very seriously. I felt bad for Japan, but I'll let you guys actually talk about this one.
You know, I just want America to win. I'd never watched soccer before. I just want this victory so we can just say we won the sport that most of us don't care about. I love it for that reason. I'm very into it this time around for that sole purpose.
It keeps us humble, right?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. We
right,
can remind them that second is just the first loser, of course.
All right, Chris?
Yeah.
I'm with Josh, I guess. I mean, we're here.
Yes.
We're here and we're gonna take it and whatever.
I gave you all this time and that's your response.
No, I mean, I was actually hoping you would go long. I had some
seconds.
stuff to say about LeBron, but this.
Go ahead,
we're off the topic. It doesn't matter.
Oh, he's sore about
okay,
LeBron.
He's 41 years old. The only thing he should be signing is the receipt at the tiki bar. He should get out of there.
All right.
What do you mean?